Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video all about Sephora's makeovers or getting your makeup done at Sephora, kind of answering your questions. Should you get your makeup done at Sephora? Are these girls cosmetologists? Are they certified? Is everything clean? You know, what should you expect? Blah, 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 all that stuff. I did work at Sephora for a little over 2 years, for those of you who don't know or are not subscribed to me. So I kind of have that insight because of that. I will say, disclaimer, that I worked at Sephora a couple years ago, so it's not like I'm like fresh off the Sephora boat, so maybe things have changed a little bit since then, but I think the basic gist is all the same, so I can give you kind of my experience there. All right, so I'm gonna back all the way up. If you did not know, you can get your makeup done at Sephora for a purchase of $50. So basically, unlike a traditional makeup artist who's going to charge you just for that service, at Sephora, you're going to be able to purchase $50 worth of product and get your makeup done for that, you know, versus just having the service. So sounds like a pretty good deal, right? Because, you know, you pretty much can spend $50 in Sephora like that. So why not get your makeup done there? So we'll talk about, I guess, the good stuff first. So good thing first, just like I said, it's rather inexpensive. $50 to get your full face of makeup done is very low. Most traditional makeup artists with, you know, years of experience or whatever are going to charge more than $50. So low price. B, you're getting something for it. You're not just walking away with your makeup done. You're getting, you know, your foundation and your lipstick and whatever, and getting your makeup done in exchange. Other good thing about it, it's very easy. It doesn't really involve a lot of research on your end. So in a pinch, you need to get your makeup done. You don't have time to book a makeup artist months in advance or whatever. It's you're going on a date tonight and you just want to get your makeup done quickly and feel pampered, whatever. Very easy. Don't have to go to like a spa or salon and pay that extra money. There's pretty much Sephora's everywhere in your local mall, whatever, so you don't really have to go too far to find, you know, a place to go. And another positive, or like a way that you could take advantage of this, and that I think a lot of women don't even really realize that they can do, is that you could turn this little mini makeover type of thing into a lesson. And I used to do that all the time. So if you're like a young girl or whatever age you are, whatever gender, anything. If you just want to get a little makeup lesson and smoky eye or just a regular face, normal daytime, whatever, that's a great opportunity to do that. Or like gift it to your friend. Just get her a $50 gift card and say, hey, you know, you can book your makeover and get a little lesson. The girls that are at Sephora, for the most part, are very willing to help and very excited and passionate about makeup and that industry and to be there. And they love that shit. Like, it's so much more fun to be with a client at Sephora doing their makeover rather than just like standing around or like checking people out at the register. So most of them are going to be really into it. If you want to get that lesson and, you know, have them talk you through it. I will say that there's lots of pressure put on these girls doing the makeup to get it done anywhere between a half hour and an hour maximum. They usually push for like a half hour, 40 minutes. If you ever notice, everyone has like a little headphone in their ear. You know, I would be doing someone's makeup, talking casually, whatever. They're like, come on, let's go. So, glad that's over with. Hated dealing with that. But anyway, that's besides the point. So it's not like you have 4 hours to get your own personalized, you know, master class or whatever. But if you just want the basics, you want a few tips, this is your perfect time to just sit down with somebody and ask them your questions and learn some stuff. All right, so there's all the good stuff. Bad stuff. So number one, and just take all this with a grain of salt. It's all depends. But A, you don't know who you're getting. So usually, and I don't know, again, if the policy has like changed for this, usually what you're gonna get is somebody who is certified through Sephora. So basically Sephora certifies its artists. So, you know, there's like pro artists and head artists and whatever at Sephora, like lead artists. For me, after working there for like 6 months or however long it was, I got the opportunity to sit down with a pro artist. I had a model. I did like 3 looks on her, and then, you know, if your looks are approved, if everything's good, you get certified. So technically, you're only the girls that are certified are supposed to be doing, they called them the CMAs, customized makeup application when I was there, I think, but then they changed it to CM, just customized makeup, whatever it's called. Technically, only those girls are supposed to do it, but I know that I definitely did them before I was certified. Not to say that, like, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. You know, I did, but at the same time, you don't know who you're gonna get. You don't have a chance for like a trial or whatever. You don't know if this person's gonna necessarily mix with your style. It's not like you can vet them beforehand. You know, with a traditional makeup artist, you can usually see galleries of their work and, you know, what their typical style is, and if you actually like the way they do makeup, and if not. But when you go into Sephora, you're getting who you're getting. I also know that, and I don't know again if this has changed, but you weren't really allowed or supposed to make appointments with your favorite artists at different Sephoras because you just didn't know, the management didn't know when that person was going to work. So you say you are like, oh, well, whatever, I know Julia from Sephora. She does an amazing job. I'll definitely love the way she does my makeup. I want my makeup done for prom on like April 10th, whatever. I may not be working April 10th. And, you know, the schedule, I think, is made about 1 month in advance. So, and even if I am working April 10th, I might not be working at the time you need me to do your makeup. So you're supposed to just get who you get. I know that they kind of made exceptions here and there for clients, but it's not a guarantee that you're going to get the artist that you want to get. Another disadvantage is, of course, the cleanliness of the products and the brushes they're using on you. Now, this is like varies. It depends on your artist, the store, whatever. The brushes that, you know, they're using at Sephora, every artist has their brush belt. And so those are your brushes, but they're yours to use on your clients. And now I cleaned my brushes. I would use, when there was no brush cleaner, I would use alcohol. Like, I would make sure my brushes were clean. But I know that there is girls that didn't clean their brushes the way that they were supposed to clean them. I saw this happen. So, you know, whatever. But I guess you could just, you could also be taking that risk with a regular makeup artist as well. Not from Sephora, but it's more likely that they're going to be more cleanly because it's their business on the line, their reputation. God forbid somebody breaks out in some horrible rash or hives, like that's their business at stake. Whereas at Sephora, it's like a little bit less pressure. Like I didn't feel as much pressure when I worked there. Like, to be perfectly blatantly honest, I've done freelance makeup before. I still do it occasionally, and then, you know, I did makeup at Sephora. If I came into Sephora on Sunday morning, hungover, you know, whatever, had gone out Saturday night, I'm doing somebody's makeup, of course I'm into it, I want to make them look their best, but I don't feel the pressure and the commitment that I feel, whereas my clients who hired me for freelance, like, you hired me, like, I'm there for you, I'm going to make sure everything's perfect, you're paying me. Sephora girls, they're not getting paid, they're not allowed to accept tips, which is bull, by the way, because I would have worked a lot harder, I think, and worked my ass off if I made a commission, because I would have made a killing. But people would like sneak me tips and stuff, and I would take them sometimes, but, you know, technically you weren't supposed to take tips, and like, I think my friend got caught taking one and got in so much trouble from our like evil manager. But anyway, I'm getting off track. Yeah, that started with the cleanliness. So the brushes, I mean, whatever, it's just hard to really tell. And then even worse than that is they're using testers on you. So what they're supposed to do is obviously clean all the testers, you know, as much as they possibly can. But to a point, how many people are really coming into Sephora and like using all these testers, and some things you just can't clean. So for example, here's a liquid lipstick. I'm a client at Sephora, blah, blah, blah. I want to see what this looks like. Put it on the back of my hand. Ooh, beautiful. Gonna buy it. Love it forever. So what you're supposed to do here as a Sephora employee using this lipstick is to take a cleanly brush like this, lip wand, take this out, put the clean lip wand in, and use it on your client, which is fine. That's the right idea. But the thing is, that's already touched my hand, gone back in the bottle, and how many thousands of hands has it touched? And there is women that literally take this shit and put it on their bare lips like they don't give a fuck. So that happens too. So there's always that risk of not knowing, especially with the mascaras. You know, same thing. You're supposed to take it, you know, your little mascara wand out, use a fresh one. But that is something that I always would see women just take it straight from the tester, use it right on their eye. So now me using a clean mascara wand doesn't even really matter because you've already put your crusty eye germs in that mascara. And that's the products that are being used on you. With powders and stuff, you're supposed to just take a tissue and kind of get the top layer off because they're dry. They're not supposed to harbor as much bacteria. Actual lipsticks, like an actual thing like this, I think are the safest because I would literally take alcohol and I would spray, and then, you know, wipe this off in a tissue. So for me, that was the cleanest. Also things like, you know, the liquid foundation, that's fine. That's coming out of a pump. But just certain things you're using, it's just like, it's the community tester and it's kind of grody. And I don't know that like I want that all over me. And do I even trust this girl that's doing my makeup to clean it to the best of her ability? I don't know. It really depends on the person. Another downfall is that you have to go there. Although I know I said it's easy and stuff to get there. It's easier to have, you know, a makeup artist come right to your house and show up at your doorstep and just like, you know, they're ready to go. They're dedicated to you. There's nobody else calling them over to do other things, whatever. So that's just kind of another disadvantage of it. So I know I rambled on a bit, but that's kind of the lowdown in a nutshell of all, you know, getting a Sephora little makeover. Everyone also is allowed for free a little 15-minute makeover to like try a product. So if, you know, I would like do one eye on you and teach you how to do that one eye quickly, just like shadow, like not the whole 9, and then you would do the other. So there's always that option, but that's not going to be as in depth as like your whole full makeover, or, you know, you're getting your makeup done. So basically, Sephora custom makeover, would I recommend it? Depends. If you're like me, if you kind of know how to do your makeup, you're, you know, maybe picky or whatever, it's not going to be for you. Because I know, for example, like how I want my makeup done, how I like it. Like I don't even know what I'm going to do for my wedding. Like I'm going to have to like fly someone in from LA because I'm not having like a run-of-the-mill artist do my makeup for my wedding, because if I can do my makeup the way I love it, you know, I'm not gonna just let any old whatever artist do my makeup. So if you're picky, or if you feel like you're good at makeup and you want like the most amazing face ever, I wouldn't recommend that you go there. If you are just a beginner and you want to sit down and have that lesson or whatever, then yeah, give it a try. Make sure you're watching your girl like clean everything first, or kind of hint to her that like, hey, I'm watching. Like not in an aggressive way or anything, but just let her know that you want to make sure everything's nice and clean, and you're a little worried about that and apprehensive, so that they make sure that they clean everything to the best of their abilities, so that you don't break out in a rash, get a sty, anything like that. Or maybe even like bring your own mascara. Whatever, just something, so that I just wouldn't want that. I wouldn't let anyone touch my eyes with those mascaras. I don't know if I used to do it back in the day when I worked there. I don't think so. But yeah, if you want to have that little lesson, or you just need your makeup done in an absolute pinch and you have no idea how to do makeup and you don't feel like you're putting pressure on it, and you know, it's not like you're not really picky, then sure, go for it. Give it a try. Very easy and simple, 50 bucks. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in a comment if there's anything else you'd like to know in this realm of videos. I'm always happy to film them. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.